Alright folks, so let's preview Dragon Ball Super episode 98. And I will say this, I rewatched episode 97 a couple times and I still do like it very much. I know a lot of people were telling me they were not huge fans of this episode. They thought it was okay. A lot of them nobody really hated the episode, but I really loved it. I really, really loved that episode. It was a lot of fun to watch. But I wanted to talk about here as we preview episode 98 one of the big criticisms that we have to talk about here because it has a lot to do with episode 98. We're going to talk about that here in a moment. First of all, I want to say that this new ending, right, the new ending song, I don't hate the song, but I definitely like Boogie Back a little bit more. This is a pretty, mellow kind of chill song, but there are a lot of very interesting things in that closing animation, including this scene right here of Goku and Gohan that I really want to break down. So I am going to do a separate video probably in a couple days here on the channel breaking down that intro or that outro, the new outro animation, and maybe analyzing some clues that are being given to us, because I think there's some really interesting clues being given, and I want to have a discussion with you guys about that. So we're going to go ahead and get to this episode here, but what I wanted to point out was about the animation issues. We're going to actually, let me go ahead and break it down, and when we get there, we'll discuss it. So let's go ahead and start here. Oh, and for those who are new to the channel, I watched the preview with you guys, and I pause it, and I kind of give my thoughts. So let's go ahead and do it. Hey, it's me, Goku. Now, the first thing I have to talk about, which I think is going to be the main talking point, probably this whole week, if not maybe even into the next few weeks, is this mysterious white aura around Goku. This is something we haven't really seen before. We've seen different kinds of white auras, in the past. Specifically, the one that I think comes to mind most, I guess most known would be Gohan. When he unlocks the ultimate form, he usually has like a whitish grayish aura. But this is new, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the way it looks too much, but it does kind of raise my eyebrows a bit as far as what's actually going on here. Obviously, a lot of you guys, well, most of you guys have seen that poster that was leaked that covered it, and the teaser about Goku getting either a new power-up or a new transformation. I do believe at this point it's going to be one or the other. It's going to be a new power-up or a new transformation. Either way, this could be possibly them sowing the seeds for that, but it's interesting because during this entire preview, we see Goku with this weird white aura, and I don't know what it could possibly be. I mean, he's definitely not using Kaioken, even though back in the Vegeta saga when he did the Kaioken, you saw some white aura there. That was way back, but that quickly became like the familiar, red aura that represents the Kaioken. I don't think this is Kaioken, though. Is he gathering energy? I don't know. It's very interesting, but it's all throughout this freaking preview. Okay. And here we have Goku one-on-one with Lavender. Actually, that's Bergamo. And I like this shot right here. I like this. Now, what I wanted to talk about here is the reuse of animation. We're going to see it here in a moment. Our good friend Aaron, otherwise known as Subarashi, made some pretty good discoveries, and I remember Anime AJ talked about this. This is from episode 97, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of animation from previous episodes. You can see it right there that has been reused, especially this right here. All they did was just recolor it. They literally are reusing old animation. Now, one thing I will tell you is that, yes, it's not something that anime enthusiasts who like animation are digging, but it is something we got to talk about because I want to let you guys know that this is going to be expected for this thing. Animating this tournament with so many different characters, so many different fights, you're going to expect, and I remember Anime AJ talked about this as well recently, I think on Twitter, you're going to expect them to reuse some old shots of animation. You're going to expect them to reuse them, recolor them. It's shortcuts. And I think the reason why they're doing it is because they want to preserve the quality of the animation, because most of these shots are pretty well animated the first time around. So I think they want to have this tournament have good quality animation. But I'm letting you know now, the entire tournament is not going to look like a freaking movie. There's going to be some episodes where things are going to look wonky. There were some shots in 97 that looked wonky, and there are going to be some episodes where they reuse animation. Now, if you don't like that, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. I usually don't spot those things until the third or fourth time I watch the episode, but for some folks, they won't care. If you care, though, leave a comment, let me know. It's just, I want to make everybody aware of this, that you're gonna see this kind of stuff in the upcoming episodes. That's just how it is. It's remember, this show is going non-stop with no breaks, and this is a very ambitious project here of them doing all these fights. So it's not gonna be easy for them either. I just wanted to say that real quick. You know, I don't think this character has a name yet, but she has the whole Felicia from from Marvel vs. Capcom. Goku here says, actually from Darkstalkers originally. Goku here says, the Tournament of Power is chaos from the start. Yeah, that's true, right? Whoa, okay, there's the poison guy. Here we have, that went by way too fast. Here we have, this right here is pretty much the same shot that we saw in the intro to Super. Pretty much same animation, except Goku now has that mysterious bubbly white aura. It's the same thing. I mean, you see it right there. It's the same exact shot. More reused animation. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys about that before I hit this clip, because I knew it was coming. Again, you have to expect it. But maybe that means that the Goku Jiren animation at the beginning of the series in the intro, in the intro to the series, maybe that's going to be reused later. In which case, I'm okay with it because those are some great shots. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but again, if it bothers you, I can't blame you. But it's something they kind of have to do. Otherwise, it might look like, episode 5, if you remember that monstrosity. There's the big kick. There's Seadra just watching. The Universe 9 guys are focusing on attacking me one after another. Yeah, they're all ganging up on Goku. We saw that in the cliffhanger in 97. And I do think that maybe that white aura, maybe it's some kind of defense mode. Maybe Goku is doing some way to protect himself from these guys. Or maybe it's him powering up his body to face multiple opponents. I mean, who knows? Who really knows? We haven't really seen Goku face multiple opponents in quite some time. It's interesting. I guess the one time I remember it being the most prevalent was in Dragon Ball Z Movie 3, which is called Tree of Might in the West. Goku fought all of Trunks' men. That was a pretty fun fight where he takes them all on. It's short, but it was good. We might see more of that here. We got just random shots here. Now, it's implied that Vegeta is also going to get ganged up on. Here we have the big Frankenstein guy. Again, I talked about him being like a Darkstalkers character as well. There's just a lot of, influences I see in this. And my friend Quinn, Detective Q Quan did a fantastic video where he broke down all of the supposed theoretical references in these characters. So you definitely want to check out his video over on his channel, Detective Q. It's a good video that covers a lot of this stuff. So let's keep going here. Vegeta, good to see him in action here. Not going blue, just using gold for now. Classic vintage look. I like these shots here. Vegeta just laying this dude out, man. He's just, well, this dude's hanging on. And I like this shot of Frieza. What I love about this right here is that Frieza's shooting a death beam, or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a death beam, from his thumb. Notice it's coming out of his thumb, and I don't think we've ever seen that before. We've seen him use his index finger, and sometimes you see people use 2 fingers, the index and middle finger. This is coming out of his thumb, and that's a kind of a cool little twist there. More Bergamo stuff here. They got no openings for me. I guess Goku's having trouble taking on all these guys, but I mean, we know how tough they are. But me and Vegeta are going to settle things with Universe 9. So I guess this is implying again that either Vegeta's also going to get ganged up on, or Vegeta will help Goku. Either way, it looks like what they're telling us is that Goku and Vegeta by themselves are going to take out Universe 9. Now, I've already seen some people send me stuff saying, does that mean they're going to make Gogeta? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's just saying that Vegeta and him are going to team up to take on Universe 9 and probably eliminate some of those dudes. I'm going to definitely predict that at least 2 or 3 Universe 9 guys are getting thrown out in the next episode. More Goku Bergamo, or more Goku Bergamo. It is Bergamo, right? Or is it Lavender? I get them mixed up. Basil's the one with the kicks. I remember that. No, this is Bergamo because Gohan fought Lavender. Right? I don't remember. I like this shot right here of Ro doing the he's doing the FU. I mean, that's pretty much an FU right there. The story behind this guy is that he's like a douche Kaioshin. That's kind of the story, that he's not a very nice guy. More Vegeta coming in, looking great. Goku now using golden hair right there, which again, that shot, I'm not 100% sure because I don't have the mind of like an anime AJ or of a Subarashi. I don't have their ability to just spot frames like that. I can spot some of them, but not all of them. I think that's a shot we've already seen before. I'm pretty sure this shot of Goku flying in like that, we saw it in a previous episode. So again, lots of Lots of animation being reused. Again, expect that. That's going to be the story of this, really. Next, Dragon Ball Super. Beer, I think that's Beerus, or it could be the bunny guy from Pride Troopers looking up at that orb. Oh, uncertainty. A universe despairs. I like him using his finger there. Just the slowness of it is awesome. He looks like the Ghostbusters logo there with that face he's making, Zeno. But no, I'm thinking with this episode, it's going to be mostly centered around Goku and Vegeta based on the preview. But I think something else is going to happen. I think there's more to this. I think there's more. There's going to be other storylines and plot threads, but I think the main focus will be on Goku and Vegeta battling Universe 9 and by themselves seeing what they can do. I'm starting to now think that Universe 9 may end up doing the job before Universe 10. I don't know for sure. Anyways, folks, I think that should be it. Let me double check here, make sure we have everything. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments of this, of course, like always, of this upcoming episode and your predictions. Do you think Universe 9 is doing the jabroni job? Or do you think that it's just for this episode, it's going to be a big fight? What do you think? Let me know. I will be doing videos this week. I'm going to start doing a series covering the different new characters and kind of what I think about them and their references and things like that. So look forward to that on the channel. If the videos do well, I'll do more. And there's no set schedule for those. I'm going to do them as time permits and as new characters get introduced. So look forward to that for certain, and look forward to that Dragon Ball Super ending 9 or whichever one we're on right now, breakdown. So I will talk to you guys later, and have a happy and safe 4th of July if you celebrate that. Like I said in my review yesterday, don't be staring into fireworks, bro. One of my friends did that and got his whole chest burned when we were all kids. He was like 8 and he burned his chest, dude. Don't do that. Don't look down at the fireworks before they shoot up. It's a bad idea. Like I said, be safe, and I'll see you guys soon.